honor. My honor. You come highly recommended by Dana White, and that's good enough for me.
Thank you very much. I just want to say before we begin, these are all Biden trials. This is done as election interference. Everybody knows it.
We have to get together as a world because the world is blowing up all over the place. You know, 4 years ago, there were none of these problems. Today, you have problems like nobody's ever seen before. The world is blowing up. We have to bring it together.
The Trump tax cuts, the biggest tax cuts in history. And, you know, he says, oh, it's for the rich, not for the rich. It's for companies that employ people, and it's for the middle class. And the people that benefited the most are lower income people. They're the biggest benefit. And he wants them to expire.
Look at like UFC or boxing or any of these things, even sports generally. It's sort of a microcosm of life, but it's quicker. It doesn't take years to determine.
They hate our country. They're stupid. But see, they're not stupid because anybody that can cheat that well is not stupid, okay? They're trying to sign people up that just got here that don't speak a word of English, that have lived in prisons and lived in mental institutions. They want the vote.
I haven't had one review saying that's a legitimate trial. It's really election interference at a high level. Should never happen. And I think, you know, based on polls, including in your state, in Wisconsin, the polls are as good as they've ever been. I think the highest I've ever had, actually, because people know it's a witch hunt. We have a crooked trial. We have a corrupt situation in New York. It's election interference. Everybody knows it. You know, perhaps everybody has to take a little responsibility for it. But when people put out phony witch hunts, you know, when they spy on your campaign, you have to fight back. And if you don't fight back, you're not sitting here very long. You go back home.
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.